All right, hello. Welcome to the Railway Hotel. Now, for those of you that have come in here by mistake, I can only fucking apologise for what's going to happen in the next hour and a half. What we're going to do is we're going to do it in two halves, all right? So at half time you can go down and have a little drink, have a little wee, have a little poo. I'm not on about the kind of poo you do at home. You can do the kind of poo you do at home, but don't do the kind of level of wiping that you do at home. Because there's the break in the middle of sets will only be about 15 minutes, so if you've got one of them ones where it's got a fucking million wipes, I would suggest just wiping it to beige. Come back and watch the second half, and then you can go and finish up when I'm all done here. Right, that said, welcome to the show. I'm Kunt from Kunt and the Gang. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing some songs for you from my collection of minor internet hits. And I'm just going to I'll get on with it. This first one I'm going to do for you is a song about when you really like something, right? You really fucking like it, you really fucking love it. But there's also something else that you really fucking like, you really fucking love. And you're not sure whether you like it as much as the first thing that you really fucking like, you really fucking love. And this is called Chips or Tits. Now I can name my top 10 records. I can name my favourite goals. But just lately I've had a quandary that I can't seem to resolve. I can name my top 10 films and which actors I think are good. But if I had to choose between chips and tits, I don't think that I could. Chips or tits, I can't decide which one I like best. Chips or tits, fried potatoes or ladies' breasts. Chips, tits, chips, tits, chips or tits. My favourite cakes are Eccles. My favourite animal is a cat. But given the choice between chips and tits, I don't think I could answer that. My favourite crisps are Wotsits, and sexual position is doggy style. But if I had to choose between chips and tits, it would take me quite a while. Chips or tits, which one I like best, I just can't decide. Tits or chips, mammary glands or spuds chipped and fried. Chips, I like them with a bit of place. Tits, I like them when they're on my face. Chips, I eat them when I'm in my car. Tits, I like them in or out of bra. Chips, I like them with a buttered roll. Tits, I like them with a juicy hole. Chips, I like them with tomato sauce. Tits, I just like them of course. Chips, I like them with a saveloy. Tits, I have a side of my old boy. Chips, I like them with a bit of cod. Tits, they make me lose my wad. Chips, I like them with a sausage in batter. Tits, big or small, it doesn't matter. Chips, I like them with some mushy peas. Tits, can I see some please? Chips, tits, chips, tits, chips or tits. Thank you very much. Now if you like that one, the next hour and a half is going to fucking fly by. If you didn't, you're in for a harrowing and stern experience. And those aren't my words, they're the words of an internet review. And this next song I'm going to do for you, right? A lot of ladies in the audience might not know, but before blokes leave the house, we've got a little mental checklist, right? It goes keys, money, mobile phone, have I washed me cock in case I get sucked off. And this song is about the fourth one in that list. And this is called Gentleman's Wash. Last Friday night I was due out on a date, but unfortunately I got home really late. I didn't have time for a bath or a shower. There's only one thing that could save us. It's just like a shower, but it's over the sink. The only thing that gets washed is shiny and pink. If there's a possibility of fellatio, you have to make sure that your knob doesn't smell like quavers. Quavers. A gentleman's wash, a gentleman's wash. If you think there's half a chance your cock might get a nosh, pull back your skin, wash the helmet with it, and that's a little gentleman's wash. The other weekend I was out on the piss when this girl who was wankered came and gave me a kiss. She said, I bet you've got a big knob, 'cause you've got big hands, just like Peter Shilton. But I come straight from footy and I thought me cock must stink, so I rushed to the box and flopped it out in the sink. I thought if I'm gonna get sucked off, it's only good manners to make sure that me knob doesn't smell like Stilton. Stilton. A gentleman's wash, a gentleman's wash. If you think there's half a chance your cock might get a nosh, pull back your skin, wash the helmet with it, pull your pants to one side, wash the member they hide, and that's a little gentleman's wash. Thank you. Now this next song I'm going to do for you is a song about getting a surprise. But it's not a nice surprise like waking up tomorrow to find out Thatcher's dead. This is about getting a nasty surprise, and this is called Bangers and Mash. I was in the pub and I needed a piss. I went to the toilet so I could do this, but someone had stuffed some bog roll in the urinal, and someone else had had a piss there and it was awful. So I thought to myself, that's no problem at all, I'll just relieve myself in the cubicle. Luckily there was no one in there doing a shite, but when I opened the door I saw a terrible sight. For fuck's sake, I only wanted a slash, but the bloke before me left bangers and mash. Bangers and mash, bangers and mash. The bloke before me left bangers and mash. He could have flushed it away, but he didn't today. He thought I'll let someone else find me bangers and mash. I tried to block it from my mind, but I was unable. I wanted toilet paper and a freshly laid cable, and it was fucking massive. It looked like Heather Mills's stump covered in fake tan. I gave it a flush, but it just wouldn't budge. The bog just filled up with water, toilet paper and fudge. There's a knock on the door, and I think in a flash, the next bloke's gonna think it's me that left the bangers and mash. Honestly, mate, I only wanted a slash, but the bloke before me left bangers and mash. Bangers and mash, bangers and mash. The bloke before me left bangers and mash. He could have flushed it away, but he didn't today. He thought I'll let someone else enjoy me bangers and mash. Bangers and mash, bangers and mash. The bloke before me left bangers and mash. He could have flushed it away, but he didn't today. And now the next bloke thinks that I left the bangers and mash. Bangers and mash. Thank you. Thank you. Now, anyone here tonight who is under the age of about 25 or 26 won't remember the golden age of wanking. Because the world of wanking has changed beyond recognition in the last period since the internet came along. Because now with the internet you can have a wank over whatever you fucking want. I'll get young blokes come up to me and say, "Cunt, I had my first wank over two ladies shitting in a glass and eating it out again." It's true, it's a fucked up world. When I first started having a wank back in the late 80s, it wasn't like this at all. You just had to wank over whatever you could fucking get, and I was quite lucky, because my mum used to leave her Freeman's catalogue in the bottom of the airing cupboard. And I used to sneak in there. and get it out. And I'd get it out. And I'd open it up. And it would always open at the same page where I'd had it open there so many fucking times. Page 486. And there she was. She was about 40. Now, she wasn't that attractive, but she was wearing a lacy bra. And you know what you could see through that lacy bra? Little tiny glimpse of nipple. Little tiny glimpse of nipple. If you've got something really good to say it now. Nope. Shut your cake hole for the rest of it. This is the second time I've tried to film a live video and there was someone just like you at the first one. It didn't look like you, it was a girl, she was about 25, she looked like an Afghan hound. She was stood right at the front and she just fucking, all the way through she went, yeah, it is, innit? Innit? Yeah, it is, innit? Innit? Innit though? Yeah, it is, innit? And it's just like you. It's sort of like it's happening again a little bit. But I ended up fucking destroying her and I don't want to have to do that to you. But it could happen. I'm just warning you, it could happen. If you carry on, it could happen. It's not going to happen at the moment. One more fucking thing and it will happen. It could quite easily. It probably won't, but it could. So anyway, there am I. Where was I? I'd be catalogue. Oh yeah, little glimpse of nipple. That's alright, I'll edit all that out, it'll be fine. Little glimpse of nipple. Someone there with a little glimpse of nipple. And do you know, in the late 80s, that little glimpse of nipple, and it wasn't even the middle of the nipple. It wasn't the cup, it was a bit of the sauce around the outside. Right, and that little glimpse through the lacy bra, in the late 80s, that was enough to get you all the way off. Right, and sometimes you wouldn't even need that. Sometimes you could have a wank, just using your imagination. It's fucked up and it sounds like something off Star Trek. But it's true. And this was known as a wank fantasy. And so I wrote a song about it. And it's called Wank Fantasy. You're much younger than my wife, and you paid me attention, which I found quite nice. I'll be imagining you sucking me off in my car. In the cold light of day, I suppose it won't go that far. Cause you know what you are, you're just a wank fantasy, a wank fantasy. Something I thought of to arouse me. I'm sorry when you knocked, I was playing with my cock in the middle of a wank fantasy. In the middle of a wank fantasy. You're the mother of my best friend. You're still quite attractive, I'll give you 6 out of 10. What if one day my mate is out when I knock, and while his daddy's at work you end up sucking my cock? And I won't tell you to stop, because I like it a lot. It's just a wank fantasy, a wank fantasy. Something I thought of to arouse me. I'm sorry when you called, I was playing with my balls in the middle of a wank fantasy. In the middle of a wank fantasy. You're a fit celebrity off the box, like Lorraine Kelly or Samantha Fox. You saw my act on Opportunity Knocks, then you dragged me in the box and lifted your frock and stuck my cock in your box. It's just a wank fantasy, a wank fantasy. Something I thought of to arouse me. I'm sorry when you texted, I was feeling very sexy in the middle of a wank fantasy. In the middle of a wank fantasy. You're that bird that works at the gym. You've got big knockers but you're still quite slim. You walked in on me changing in the cubicles, but when I pulled down your pants you had a cock and balls. It didn't matter at all, it's just a wank fantasy, a wank fantasy. Something I thought of accidentally. I'm sorry when you emailed, I was nuts deep in a she-mail. In the middle of a wank fantasy. In the middle of a wank fantasy. In the middle of a wank fantasy. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, I get a lot of people say to me, Kunt, we do like your songs, we like them a lot, but could you please write something with a less complicated subject matter? And so I wrote this next one, and this is called Hurry Up and Suck Me Off Before I Get Famous. You did already, and it weren't that great last time. This song's to all the munters and the mingers and the malts. Until this point I was prepared to overlook your faults. If you had a bit of BO or an unattractive trait, like a little bit of facial hair or a bit of extra weight, this was never an issue until I nearly charted, and I realised this news will probably leave you broken hearted. But when I go top 40 and start racing up the charts, I'll be getting better offers off some better looking tarts. There's only so much of it to go around. There's a window of opportunity from now until then, so make the most of it, 'cause after that you won't see my knob again. Because if I raise my standards, surely you couldn't blame us. Hurry up and suck me off before I get famous. If I raise my standards, surely you couldn't blame us. Hurry up and suck me off before I get famous.
Hurry up and suck him off before he gets famous.
If I had a top 40 hit, I would raise the bar. I'd scrap my Ford Fiesta and I'd buy a Jaguar. I'd stop buying Tesco Value and I'd just buy Tesco Finest. And girls will get all moist, even ones who suffer with vaginal dryness. When I go top 40 and get played by Bruno Brooks, I'll be fornicating faces of some bints with better looks. 'Cause if I'm gonna get sucked off, then maybe fall in love, it'll be a proper model, not one who's advertising Dove. Fucking state of them. I'll be up to me nuts in guts with lots of lovely sluts who've had their bangers out in Zoo and FHM and nuts. 'Cause if I raise my standards, surely you couldn't blame us. Hurry up and suck me off before I get famous. I'll be too busy with my stiffy up Jordan's anus. Hurry up and suck me off before I get famous.
Hurry up and suck him off before he gets famous.
Hurry up and suck me off before I get famous. Thank you. Thank you. Now, we have had some very sexy songs so far. Some very sexy songs. And I'm looking out in the audience there and I'm seeing some of the men are tenting a little bit in their trousers. And some of the ladies are getting a little bit frothy around the gash. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to play the least sexy song in the whole set, right, to bring down the average level of sexiness in the room so we don't all peak too soon, right? Now, I had a lot of people say to me, Kunt, you can't write a 3-minute pop song about assisted suicide. So I thought, that's fucking throwing down the gauntlet, isn't it? And so I went and wrote this next one, and this is called Let's Send Nan to Dignitas. Now, I'd like to dedicate this to anyone who's got a relative out there who's hanging around too long. My nan is fucking loaded while the rest of us are skint, but she won't give me a fucking bean, the miserable old bit. She's bitter and she's racist, she hates foreigners with a passion. She uses the P and M words like they're going out of fashion. My nan's outlived her usefulness, but she's in the rudest health. She shows no signs of signing off or sharing out the wealth. But I found out about this clinic where you can go in Switzerland and send your nan to be with Jesus. It only costs a couple of grand. So let's send Nan to Dignitas, 'cause having her here is fucking gash. The tight old cunt won't splash the cash, so let's send Nan to Dignitas. My nan is small and wrinkly, she sits there in her chair. She looks just like a scrotum with a face and purple hair. She's got a Pete Freens biscuit tin under the bed with her savings in. She's 84, she's had a good innings, so let's bump her off and count our winnings. Let's send Nan to Dignitas, 'cause having her here is fucking gash. she's pissed herself and she's got a rash. So let's send Nan to Dignitas. My Nan is fucking minted, while the rest of us are broke. I jump out on her and go, ah! Then make out it's a joke. I'm fed up just hanging round, waiting for her to croak. Let's give her a hand to Switzerland to see the Dignitas bloke. Let's send Nan to Dignitas, cause having her here is fucking gash. She's got mash stuck in her tash, so let's send Nan to Dignitas. Let's send Nan to Dignitas, cause having her here is fucking gash. We could spend her cash on a stash of hash, so let's send Nan to Dignitas. Thank you very much. Now, after that unsexy song, I'm worried we've taken the level of sexiness down too far, right? So I'm going to bring it back up now. But this next one I'd like to dedicate to any ladies in the audience, and this is called Shaven Haven.
Yo, Kunt, they get through it up one time.
Shave my pussy.
Shave my pussy. Shave my pussy.
Shave it, shave it, shave it.
Shave my pussy. Shave my pussy. Shave my pussy.
Shave it, shave it. I'm tired of when I'm licking out a lady's underneath. I've always getting curly pubic hair stuck in my teeth. I want a girl who's cracked, is a bit more like Kojak. It's a shaven haven that I am craving. And every time I'm going down on a lady's bush, I'm fed up of those sweaty tufts that tickle round my mush. I want a girl whose minge is like Jade Goody's fringe. It's a shaven haven that I am craving.
It's a shaven haven that he is craving.
It's a shaven haven that I am craving. Over hairy beavers, I'm fed up slaving. For a baldy ding dong, I myself am saving. It's a shaven haven that I am craving.
It's a shaven haven that he is craving.
Shave it off now. All the way off. So if I'm being carnilingual with a lady's quim, I hope she'd have the decency to give a chuff a trim. I want a girl whose biff doesn't look like Robert Smith. It's a shaven haven that I am craving. And if I'm performing oral on a lady's slit, the last thing that I want is Brian May around her clit. I want a girl whose crevice doesn't look like Dave Lee Travis. It's a shaven haven that I am craving.
It's a shaven haven that he is craving.
It's a shaven haven that I am craving. Over hairy beavers, I'm fed up slaving. For a baldy ding dong, I myself am saving. It's a shaven haven that I am craving.
It's a shaven haven that he is craving.
Shave it off now.
Shave my pussy. Shave my pussy. Shave my pussy.
Shave it, shave it, shave it.
Shave my pussy. Shave my pussy. Shave my pussy.
Shave it, shave it, shave it. Thank you. What we're going to do is we're going to do the show in two halves, all right? Have a little break in the middle, because apart from everyone probably needing a drink and a wee / poo / wank / cry, it's fucking ridiculously fucking hot in here. I'm not even sweating like a rapist, I'm sweating like the rapists' Olympic team. The 4x100 metres rape relay. Now, I'm going to finish up this off with two songs, all right? Two love songs. Now, this first one is a love song to the former love of my life. This is a woman... That one. But for anyone who didn't hear that bloke shout out, this is a love song to a woman I spent 15 years completely dedicated to, but unfortunately it was an unrequited love. And she didn't once return my phone calls, emails, texts, faxes, or little jiffy bags full of spunk that I sent into the Countdown Studios. And this is called Carol Vorderman. Really beautiful and very good at sums. I'd like to put my willy in a noonie or a bum. She always gets the numbers right, she's got me into maths. I'll take away her pants and add my Corey to a gash. Oh Carol, when I see you on Countdown, I have to pull my pants down and pop a finger in my brown. When she multiplies, I unzip my flies. Then when she divides, I put my hand inside. And then when she adds, pop out my knob and nads. Then when she subtracts, I perform a sexual act. Carol's really glamorous, she wears the latest stuff. She's fit for 40-something and I want to doink a muff. She tells you the target, but it is my goal to one day divide the flaps and then square root a hole. Oh Carol, when I see you on countdown, I have to pull my pants down and pop a finger in my brown. Oh Carol, when I see you on countdown, I have to pull my pants down and pop a finger in my brown. I've loved Carol Vorderman since 1985. I sometimes like to lurk around the bottom of her drive. I sometimes like to follow her when she goes to the shops. I sometimes open up her drains and examine her plops. I met her once and told her that I was her biggest fan. She signed me an autograph and put it in my hand. But at that point I felt a little throbbing in my gland. I realised I was ejaculating in my pants over Carol Vorderman. Carol Vorderman. Carol Vorderman. Carol Vorderman. Carol Vorderman. Carol, for the man. Thank you. It's one I'm going to finish the first half on. Is another love song. This is a love song to the present love of my life. But unfortunately, it's another unrequited love. And she hasn't once returned my phone calls, emails, texts, faxes, or little jiffy bags full of spunk that I've sent into the Countdown studios. And this is called Rachel Riley. Was upset. Me never thought me was gonna get over it. But time's a great healer and me must admit me found another girl with whom me'd like to get me nuts wet. Her name is Rachel and she's from Southend. Me got a little message that me'd like to send. Me'd like to wine and dine you and be your boyfriend. Then get you in me car and make you suck me bare end. Rachel Riley, you make me smile. So me sing you a song in a rubber-dub style. Rachel Riley, you make me smile. So me write this song for you. Pa-ra-pa-pum-pum. Rachel Riley, you make me smile. Me put me finger in me brown, but me got a small pile. Rachel Riley, you make me smile. So me write this song for you. Pa-ra-pa-pum-pum. Left Countdown cause they cut her pay. She still has pride of Britain though me have to say. Me went to have a wank but to my dismay there's so many disabled kids me just could not spray. Oh Rachel, when me see you on Countdown, me have to pull me pants down and pop a finger in me brown. Me seen you on the TV with Jeff Stelling on Countdown, the show about words and spelling. Suddenly me feel me trousers swelling, a bit of white wee with me was expelling. Rachel, me think me's becoming a fanatic, cause every time I see you me feel ecstatic. Me get a box of tissues and go up the attic. You know what me's up to, you do the mathematic. Rachel Riley, you make me smile, so me sing you a song in a rubber-dub style. Rachel Riley, you make me smile, so me write this song for you. Ba-rum-bum-bum-bum. Rachel Riley, you make me smile. Me put me finger in me brown, but me got a small pile. Rachel Riley, you make me smile, so me write this song for you. Ba-rum-bum-bum-bum. Oh Rachel, when me see you on Countdown, me have to pull me panties down and pop a finger in me brown. Thank you very much. Thank you. See you in about 15 minutes, yeah?